imagine there's a wanted poster with your face on it and you have not done a damn thing illegal. Well, that's exactly what happened to this woman. Let's put up the wanted poster. Okay, you know who did that to her? Good old NYPD. New York Police Department is now being sued for $30 million in damages after they used her picture. She's an influencer on social media. They used her picture and said she was engaged in illegal escort services and suspected of theft. All of that happened to be completely untrue, all right? According to the lawsuit that botched this poster featuring her pic, the NYPD did acknowledge the error and they quickly removed it from the social media sites, but damage had already been done across the entire internet. Now, here is the 31-year-old influencer. Her name is Eva Lopez. She was wrongly placed on the wanted poster. Put up the wanted poster again. Yeah, they just found a picture. They put the picture up, says she's wanted. Put up her influencer profile. Once again, blasted all over the internet, all over wanted posters. Not the one. In the lawsuit documents obtained by the Atlanta Black Star, Lopez filed her complaint with the Manhattan Supreme Court on Wednesday, March 9th. Lopez's attorney wrote in the filing, this was for defamation per se, libel, slander, intentional infliction of emotional distress, among other things. So I'm gonna get to the intentional part in just a moment. And she did actually have a real world consequence because of the NYPD. Lopez said that her agent did a background check on her and several people at her job were gossiping behind her back about the validity of the flyer. Literally, you're working and there's a flyer that says you are a prostitute and you steal. That's what's happening to Miss Lopez. It was just really, really embarrassing, not only for me, but for my family as well. The woman revealed, besides the NYPD, also named in the claim is the city and the detective, Detective Kevin Dyer, who knew before she contacted him that she was not the suspect for the crime and made no public statement to rectify the photo mix-up, Lopez says in her legal claim. That's the intentional part, okay? Lopez was not in Manhattan at the time of the crime, but was in Queens. She states the first time she was made aware of the poster was when her boyfriend notified her on August 16th. According to the lawsuit, she and her boyfriend believed the sign was probably photoshopped. However, her employer suggested Lopez reach out to the detective to inform him of the mistake. When she called the detective, he shared with her that he already knew the department featured the wrong woman. He's the detective in charge. The lawsuit states the detective confirmed that he did think it was plaintiff Eva Lopez at first because the two victims showed them pictures of her and that it was for sure plaintiff Eva Lopez. Wow, her life has been turned completely upside down because of this. And those images still exist on the internet to this very moment. Now, this is a massive breach of public trust. Because imagine if the police can get away with simply putting up your picture, my picture, and say wanted without verification, evidence. How is this not a significant violation of that trust? Because typically when we see a wanted poster, we think, okay, at least the police know who they're looking for, right? Nope. Now I have to ask the question, how many other wanted photos are out there with the wrong damn person on it? What's your check and balance system? What's the internal process? What's the protocol for a person's picture ending up on a wanted poster? Because obviously those protocols are not aligned to common damn sense. Mr. Wiggins, thoughts on this?
This poor woman has lost her dignity. How is she supposed to return to her employer where they may or may not believe that she is a victim here, because it is impressed upon us to trust and believe law enforcement. And in this situation, putting up a wanted poster, you would assume that they've done their due diligence in order to get the correct person, even though that specific cop already said that it was the wrong person, because the actual criminal had a tattoo arm sleeve. So it goes beyond anything that should happen. But this is NYPD, broken windows policing, searching and seizure and everything. Stop and frisk, I should say. Yeah, this is kind of what we're expecting. And so I don't know how she can, or how long it's gonna take for her to recover from something as scandalous as this. This is gonna be difficult.
Yeah, when things like this happen, the best thing is for individuals like myself, yourself, to talk about it openly, because right now, when you Google her name, all of this information pops up. And if you have no context, you will think, well, damn, there's a wanted poster. It's signed by the NYPD. It's still on the internet. She was wanted for prostitution. She was wanted for being an escort, providing illegal services, and wanted for stealing money. No, that's not it. She was not the person, okay? So hopefully we have helped correct the record, but beyond correcting the record, we need to remedy the policy that led to the misapplication of this wanted poster in the first place. So the NYPD, they definitely have some internal work to do. And for those who are part of the NYPD, if you don't speak up when things like this happen to make sure you have a better product, a better policing product for the citizens around you, you are not as good of a cop as you think you are. Because cops who say nothing when there's clear violations around them are not good cops.